Well, yeah. Welcome to episode 451 of Shellshocked Radio Discovery. And I'm very, very, very happy with the selection again. It's a very mixed bag, like always. And we started with a great song. I really, really love this song. Female singer. But before we get in what you just heard, don't forget to like and subscribe. You know, we all play this game that if the number is bigger, then I'm better. Wow. As you can tell, I hate this game, but I have to play it. So don't hate the player, hate the game. Anyway, you just heard Goldilocks with In the Shadows. And it's the first song I ever heard from them, and I'm very, very happy that they found me. They sent me their music via the link in the description, and they sent me an MP3 of it, and they gave me the copyright permission so I can play it. Let's check them out. Great, and I hope to hear more from them in the future. So we are here, In the Shadows by Goldilocks. We're very underrated, at least in my ears. I have the feeling they called themselves Goldilocks because the singer has Goldilocks hair. I'm using now a new search engine because I'm not a friend of Google anymore, even though I'm on YouTube and all this stuff. But yeah, I try to be more independent from Google, so I use a different search engine, and this is the problem now for me. I don't find so much pictures anymore. And also I just had a little I do a daily post for my Spotify playlist, which looks like this. For you, looks like this. And usually, of course, I take a picture of the artist I feature, and I try to take artists which are not that big and stuff. So I used a female German artist, and I got a rebuke. And was told, why I wouldn't use such an old picture of her, because this was a picture I found of her, and it's not current anymore, and I should use the new pictures and stuff. And apparently I'm too stupid to grab pictures from Instagram itself, I don't know how to do it. I mean, I can screenshot it and stuff, but I honestly don't want to get too much into it, but it annoyed me a little bit because, I understand the internet doesn't forget anything. So, of course, there's old pictures of you, but honestly, what do I care if it's an old picture or a new style picture? I had this before with a bigger band, and they wrote me back, what was this here? Visions of Atlantis. We were mad at me that I used an old band picture because we change their band members quite often, and only the female lead stays the same as far as I could tell. Anyway, so I was, it's not the first time it happened, but it annoys me a little bit. So, yeah, sorry. On with the show. We are not here for me babbling. This was Goldilocks with In the Shadows, and they are great, and we are very nice as far as I can tell. We move on to the great Clamorous Bones with their new song Dead as BRUGES. Dead as BRUGES. And as you will notice today my show is all over the place because you sent me very, very different music, and I love it. It's just, not very consistent, as you will see, because there will be... Anyway, Clamorous Bones is, of course, the Russian duo. I think they are brothers. I'm not completely sure if they are brothers. let me know in the comment section if they are brothers or not. Let's check them out. They are in my Spotify playlist, of course. Dead as Bruges. We are here. Where are we? Yeah. Clamorous Bones, Dead as Bruges. And we are, is a Russian metal band. The brothers, yeah. Rostislav Rombi and Valdis Crow. Yeah. I love their style, very, very dark, very cinematic. Cool guys. I really, really like them. So here you go. This is Clamorous Bones with their latest hit, Dead as Bruges. They also have a music video. If you want to check them out, I highly recommend it. And by the way, this is for all the artists. If you like what you hear, please follow them on their social media. Put their songs in your Spotify, Deezer, iTunes, YouTube playlists. This really helps them. If you find them on Bandcamp, consider buying their stuff. This really helps these artists. So here you go. This is Clamorous Bones with Dead as Bruges. let's bring it home to Germany, and I'm gonna play a German band I haven't heard before, but I'm quite happy to hear them. It's more punk, so we're a little bit, for me, for my usual oeuvre, a little bit on the fringes, but still belong in here. And I also put them in my Spotify playlist because I like it to mix it up, and it's a fresh thing. And at least for me, it's the first song I hear from them, and they're called Voran Voran. And I really like what they're singing about because they say they are too old for these parties. And I can completely relate, because if you don't know that, I also here is them Voran Voran, zu alt für diese Partys, too old for these parties. As you might know, I also play, I'm in a student theater group, and I really enjoy it, I really like it, but, there is like 30 years between these people there and me, and, I'm... For some things, I go there and practice with them and do improvisation, and I really love that and all that. But afterwards we usually go drinking somewhere and stuff. We are here in Jena in a student town, and I skip that because I don't drink alcohol anyway. So not a big deal. But with some I relate. With some I just don't find a bridge to cross. Anyway, it is not because I want to be, I'm old and wise and whatever. I'm not. You lifelong learn and stuff, but we are just in different phases of our lives, and sometimes it doesn't jive. Anyway, here is Voran Voran with Zu alt für diese Partys. Let's check them out a little bit. Oh, Ostdeutsch. I didn't know that. I'm East German as well. Between post-punk and East German presence. Anyway, you can translate it yourself. I really like it. Allee der Kosmonauten. Okay, this is really old school. Anyway, I hope you enjoy that, because it's, like I said, not my usual oeuvre, but I really like it. So give it a try, give it a spin, and if you like it, please follow them everywhere. Put their music in your playlists wherever you curate a playlist, and don't forget to like and subscribe because you like to. Here you go now. Voran Voran with Zu alt für diese Party. Too old for these parties.
Das hier
we stay in Germany, but the next artist is it's a couple of artists, which I can tell because there's at least two, maybe three different people singing the song you're about to hear, and it's an absolute mystery artist. I don't know who they are, but I really, really like it. And just a little, a little secret. This is one of the songs for my solo project, which I cover. So I'm going to sing this song because I really, really like it. It's a very short song, a really nice song. It fits my oeuvre very well. I really, really like it. And it's in my Spotify playlist. So here you go. I show you. We call themselves MSDB. I don't know what it stands for. The song I'm going to play from them is Herz aus Molybdän. It's from 2024. That's the cool stuff for me. It's in my heavy rotation, so I can play it. And they're an exclusive band for the German label Papaya Records. Work only with Papaya Records, only accept jobs for Papaya Records. Papaya Record is the only label for MSDB. MSDB works exclusively for Papaya Records. That's how it looks. So there is absolutely nothing to know about them. I really like the song. Where is it? Here, Herz aus Molybdän. I really, really like this one. So enjoy the mystery for whoever it is. It's at least two singers, maybe three. I'm not completely sure. And if you ever want to see me live or gonna see me live, I might give you my rendition of it. And it's a good one, of course. So here you go. MSDB with Herz aus Molybdän. Heart made out of Molybdän. I don't know how to say it. So look it up if you're interested.
Ich geh durch die Straßen, die Pfützen glühen im Neonlicht, um mich rum Stahl und Beton. Die Stadt zeigt ihr Gesicht. Ich bin auf der Suche nach dem Gefühl, was ich vermiss, als ich bei dir war und das mich endgültig zerriss. Zitternde Hände, meine Augen stehen niemals still. Ich hab ein Herz aus Molybdän und ich weiß nicht, was es will.
Der Himmel wird rosa und bittet mich nun heimzugehen.
Ich bleib auf der Suche, denn ich will dich wiedersehen. Ich bin verloren, ich bin verloren. Ich geh durch die Straßen, die Pfützen glühen im Neonlicht, um mich rum Stahl und Beton, und ich find dich einfach nicht.
As we are now more in synthwave territory, I'm gonna give you another synthwave artist. His name is Iman Kumar Mukherjee with A Distant Light, and he's also in my Spotify playlist where he belongs. I recently added him here. Iman Kumar Mukherjee. I hope I said that right. With Distant Light. So the latest song here, A Distant Light. Yeah, exactly. It's the latest single of him. And My music echoes the last line of hope in a world where hope no longer exists. Fighting terminal illness for 6 years. Oh, my organs are failing due to lack of fuel. Trying my best to stay alive because of my will to live, my discipline, my inner focus, and my love for music. Okay, that's inspiring. Thank you for making the music. I didn't know that, to be honest. But anyway, as I told you before, I'm rating the music on the music merits, and it's good music. Anyway, enjoy. A Distant Light from Iman Kumar Mukherjee. Sorry, that's how I would say it in German. Mukherjee. The next artist I have played already in episode 450 for the first time. And he sent me 2 songs. That's why I'm going to play him his second song now. Just like I told you before, as a little advice, when you send me more than one song, and I accept more than one song of you, because sometimes, okay, let's say it a little bit different. Usually, it's better not to do that, to rather space them out a little bit, because I get a little bit, I had artists who sent me like 5 songs in one shot, and then, I get a little bit more picky and choosy, and then take the best of the 5. So if you really want me to consider all the songs, then rather space them out like one per week or something, or one per month or something. Danny sent me 2 songs at once, and I liked both. So what I do then is I accept both, but I don't play them in the same show. I did this before. There was another artist who sent me a lot of songs, and I played 2 songs in one show. But usually I don't do that. So I try to space them out. So that's so many words. Just to tell you that Danny Fan Rizzleberger is now the second time in this show, and this time with Page Turner. Where is it? It's not here. Anyway, it's that's the song. What? Check it. Page Turner. Yeah, that's. I'm surprised that it's not here. But anyway. It's somehow because I as you know I look for pictures and it's somehow related to a book. That's why it's a page turner, and the other song was the sequel. So anyway, here you go. This is Danny Fan Rizzleberger with Page Turner. Enjoy. Hold on, children. It's get a little bit spicy, but I hope I'm talking to adults here, so be aware. The next thing is we call themselves VHS Panty Riot. You're pretty when you panic. It's the name of a song. So out of the gates, you already know that you can't take them too seriously, but I like their artwork. It's sexy and horror at the same time. Here, this is the single, You're Pretty When You Panic. And VHS Panty Riot is a UK dark synth project making heavy retro electronic music inspired by 80s horror soundtracks, action films, nicht Arcade wäre auf Deutsch, Arcade Games and modern electronic rock. 100% human-made music, no AI. Very important. That's at least very important for me. As I told you before, please don't send me any AI music. If I find out that you use AI to make your music, I don't want to hear from you, basically. I know it's a tool and it's cool for for people who don't play an instrument or whatever. But if you just prompt in, make me a song like this, this is not a creative process. So anyway, please, no AI music, and enjoy now VHS Panty Riot with You're Pretty When You Panic. Sorry, once again. You're pretty when you panic. Oh yeah. let's tone it down a slight little bit and go and let's have a little rift. This is a segue because the next song is called Rift and it's by MadlVision. Let's check it out how he wants to MadlVision, I would say. And Rift is his biggest hit so far. Yeah, let's find out here. MadlVision is a multi-genre electronic music producer whose tracks seamlessly blend joy and melancholy, lightness and intensity. His music is deep, emotional dialogue. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you can read it yourself. I really like the song. He is underappreciated, but that's why we are here to hopefully change that. If you like the song, show him some love. Follow him on all social media platforms you adhere to. Anyway, here you go. This is MadlVision with MadlVision. I don't know really how to say it. With Rift. Enjoy. I'm quite happy today because we started this show with a female singer and we will end it with two female singers. So the two last songs are all sung female. And I really like that. I'm a singer myself and I love to sing. I really love that. Even when I practice here in my studio, I get goosebumps singing my own songs and the covers I do. I really love singing. I love music. I love art. I like this art form a lot. But of course, I know there is mostly men singing. So I'm quite happy that I have some good female singers I can show you. And the next one calls herself Brechtje. I think she's from the Netherlands. And her song is called Blue. Let's find it in my Spotify playlist. Hier, Brechtje. So, it's a duo, apparently. This is the one you're gonna hear in a second. Her latest single, featured in playlist. Brechtje is a singer, songwriter, artist, album cover designer, and writer. Music crosses genres like pop, punk, trance, R&B, psychedelic rock, and soul. Brechtje's music is deeply personal, drawn from her own emotions, aiming to validate all human feelings. Now you know. It's yeah, it's quite, how you say, delicate would be the right word maybe for it. Anyway, it fits my oeuvre. I like it. That's my show. I love it. I can play what I like. And this one, Brechtje with Blue. Enjoy. Oops. So we are coming to the last song of a show, and this one is by Michal, Root Elisha, and the song is called Dirt. And this is an odd one for my show because it's just acoustic, very quiet. I love it. Otherwise, I wouldn't play it. That's a cool thing with having your own show. I use what you sent me. Use the link in the description. I need an MP3 of you, of your song, and maybe of yours too, of your song, and of course the copyright permissions. And if you want to make me very happy, send me a few pictures, which I can use in the YouTube stream. Where I put pictures because, sometimes it's not easy to find pictures from artists. Anyway, Michal Root Elisha is also in my Spotify playlist. Let's check them out. Where are But I thought they were. Yeah. Position 80. So Hailey Zambrona and Michal Root Elisha. Let's check this one out. So this is Michal Root Elisha. Singer, songwriter, released a single called Dirt. Producer Hailey Zambrona. Photography Michal Moore. So from Tel Aviv, I think Israel. So that's her. So that's the singer. And let's check out the producer, Hailey Zambrona. Zambrona. Only Dirt he produced so far. Also Tel Aviv. Okay. Been there in Tel Aviv. I really like it. Anyway, you are here for good music. And like I said, this is a very quiet one, but it's the perfect ending of his show. So here you go. This is Michal Root Elisha with Dirt.
There's everything to lose. Silence is confusing. Didn't know the cost till I smelled the stench coming out. Every paper bag I'm using, every plastic carton I'm throwing, every chance I had I just ruin it. But I'm not unique 'cause everybody's doing it.
Everything I know is ruined.
and everything is lost.
So that's it for episode 451 of Shellshocked Radio Discovery. Don't forget to like and subscribe because you want to. And if you heard artists you really like, please consider following them on their Instagram, Spotify, what is out there, TikTok, Twitter, wherever you can find them, basically. Show them some love because this really helps these smaller artists. If you want me to play at your, children's birthday party, hit me up. I'm up for grabs now, and I'm very happy with my solo project. I have like 2 hours of song material I can sing and perform. I'm really, really happy about that. Anyway, stay safe and stay healthy. Have a good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whenever you listen to this show. And I'll see you back in episode 452 of Shellshocked Radio Discovery. Bye-bye.